number 3. Please go ahead.
Okay, so the hush money, I think there's a correlation between hush money with the Stormy Daniels and the Trump thing with the hush money with the Nixon.
Right. Powerful, rich person does not want to be caught with their pants down, in this case, in Trump's case, literally, but also as an election is coming up and they're trying to win that election, you're trying to change the course of what people think history is, what you did, who you are, right, when they're trying to vote for you.
So, the difference that I'm looking at now between, hush money in Watergate and now, Nixon got caught, but his Republican friends didn't want him back in office.
Right. They had principles. They had a conscience. They were willing to do the right thing, even if it didn't help their party.
Yeah.
At that time, they were still Americans, is what I
exactly.
Say.
Yeah. They were Americans, but they were conservative Republicans, supposedly. Look now, Robert. They don't give a crap. He has brainwashed the Republican Party that they go after anything he does.
Right.
And there's the difference.
Well, so I think that's actually, yes,
Yeah.
Trump is what you're saying he is. But I also think that's a symptom of something that's wrong with the country, is that we lost track of things we used to believe in and act on. I mean, we knew it was wrong for people to treat a certain way, and we fought World War II to stop that.
Yeah.
We pulled each other out of the Great Depression because we're one country, and we take care of our own, right? And those are basic, simple things. But people used to believe in right and wrong, and there's a growing group in this country who, if I can get what I want, I don't care who gets hurt. I don't care, screw your rights, because it's a free country and I can do what I want. And at least the big part of the Republican Party that Trump is riding right now has bought into that and sold it to their people, and that's un-American. It needs to be rooted out.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I think the 2024 election is very important. I think American people need to see what is right, what is wrong. And he's also trying to destroy democracy. Let's go back in 72. Nixon had no intention of destroying democracy. He just wanted to cover up his crime.
And
win. Yes, exactly. And he would do anything to get that. This is totally different, Robert. He's trying to destroy democracy and try to brainwash people of what he says.
Right. Let me ask you about a different Watergate character than we've talked about.
Sure.
You've heard of John Dean. He was actually within the White House, the lawyer that serves the president. He was the White House counsel.
Yeah.
At the time. But he was the guy who eventually revealed the most of this to the investigators. Right. He was the one that when people started watching this on TV, they were seeing him testify to Congress. So John Dean later, and he went to prison along with 40 other guys that Nixon corrupted in this thing.
Yeah.
He wrote some books, and one of them is called Worse Than Watergate, that he was actually talking about stuff that George W. Bush administration did. But some of what he said has a lot to do with what we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
So what he said is there's about 23% of the public that psychologically he would identify as authoritarian followers. These people are looking for a strong man to tell them, how to get their way. All they got to do is vote for him and trust him blindly, right?
Yeah.
And that's the dangerous part of this country. Or what I've said before, the most dangerous place in America is not out on any street or a back alley somewhere or where gangs are fighting. It's the space between people's ears.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's just my 2 cents that you asked for. So now I'm gonna be quiet.